Hey everybody, welcome to Review a Day, episode number 152. I'm Leland Brungart, and thank you for joining me. Just got back from Hawaii. I'm beautiful and bronzed now. It's the first time in probably 5 years, I'd say since I was probably 16, that I could be described as anything other than pasty. I'm a pasty guy, and now I'm a little bit bronzed. Quick heads up, if you guys haven't checked out my podcast, Dampercast, there's a link on the side, whatever, I don't give a shit, dampercast.com. If you haven't checked out that podcast, right now is a pretty great time to check it out, because I just, my buddy Andy, who I started the show with, he's not doing the show anymore, so I'm starting with my new buddy Heidi, a really close friend of mine. She's very, very funny. The show's got a little bit of a different vibe now, so check out Dampercast, DAMPERCAST.com, and as always, make sure to check out the Nitpick It podcast, the podcast I do all about films, television, and comic books. We're doing a comics segment coming up very, very soon. We're going to talk about Y the Last Man, the Scott Pilgrim series, which is one of my favorites. So I'm very, very excited. Quick news for me in DVD land. I picked up season 2 of Mad Men on Blu-ray. Mad Men is the best show on television for my money. It's on Blu-ray. It looks amazing. This is probably my favorite show. It comes back out in, I believe season 3 starts in late August, so you've still got time if you haven't seen the first 2 seasons. Just a really stellar show. If you like HBO, things like Sopranos or 6 Feet Under, you're going to feel right at home watching Mad Men. The review I'm doing for you guys today is the new flick from Sacha Baron Cohen, Bruno, and this is from Larry Charles, the guy that you might know from his work on Seinfeld, Mad About You, Curb Your Enthusiasm, pretty well-known comedy guy, teaming up with Sacha Baron Cohen, who had the Ali G show over in the UK, aired here in HBO, taking his character Bruno, the gay fashionista character, and kind of adapting it for the big screen like he did a couple of years ago with Borat, which was a huge hit. I was excited about this movie. I really love those seasons of the Ali G show. I think Sacha Baron Cohen is just an immensely talented comic actor. I mean, the guy, I remember watching the Ali G show for the first time and like not even being able to believe that it was the same guy playing all 3 characters. And so I was really excited. Bruno has been one of my favorite characters from the television series, and I was really excited to see what he was going to do with a full-length feature film like he did with Borat. There's some good laughs in this film. I think that there is, it's funny, and I will say that I mildly enjoyed the entire film. It is in no way the funniest thing I've ever seen. If you've seen the Ali G show and you've seen all those Bruno sketches, I don't think you're going to go into this and see anything you haven't seen or is nearly as clever or as funny as what he's been doing. And it's kind of hard for me to really figure out why I wasn't into this film as much as Borat or as the show. And I think for me, one of the big distinctions is the fact that in Borat, to me, what's so interesting about these characters is to see Sacha Baron Cohen kind of put in our faces our prejudices and what makes us uncomfortable. And for Borat, I remember leaving that movie and being like, the big moments for me were the guy who told Borat to shave his mustache because he looks like a terrorist. It's those stupid kids in the RV who they all got drunk. That to me was the most interesting thing about that. And I think with Bruno, the problem is that the joke and what's entertaining about it isn't how people react to it anymore. The joke becomes Sacha Baron Cohen giving a ghost a rim job, or really graphic gay sex. And it's a little bit one note, and it's very lowbrow. It's not nearly as clever as I think Sacha Baron Cohen and a lot of the writers think it is. A lot of it's just kind of uncomfortable. And I just think what he's doing isn't as funny as what he was doing with Borat, and I think the Bruno character worked much better on the TV show. Also, it's very apparent that a lot of this film is much more staged than Borat. He simply could not get away with duping people the way he did when he was doing Borat, because Sacha Baron Cohen wasn't the huge superstar he is now. A lot of the film ends up feeling like sketch comedy kind of done in a public setting, and then they just kind of film people's reactions to that. Aside from the finale of the film, which is pretty shocking, and the reactions that they get from people are fantastic, most of the reactions were pretty, not that funny, not that interesting. I couldn't help but feel a little let down by Bruno, but if you liked Borat and you're looking for something very similar, you're gonna get that in spades with Bruno. It's offensive, it's funny, not exactly what I was looking for, and I couldn't help but feel a little bit let down by the film. However, I am gonna give Bruno a 3 out of 5. I would say wait for video. I think you're going to have a better time. Guys, make sure to check out my websites, dampercast.com and nitpickit.com. Links on the sides. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.